What type of lines are ones that will never intersect or cross each other? Parallel. P-A-R-A-L-L-E-L. Two lines that will never cross. Perpendicular lines, whoops, P-E-R-P-E-N-D-I-C-U-L-A-R, are lines that cross at 90-degree angles. Now, technically, could you draw two lines that cross but don't cross at 90 degrees? Yes. Okay. So the very first thing that you're going to do today is you're going to identify, based on the lines drawn, are they parallel, perpendicular, or neither? So take a minute on your own and identify what type of lines those four are. Identify those four types of lines right now for me, please. Perpendicular has to cross at 90. Graph 1, parallel, perpendicular, neither. Neither. They cross, but not 90 degrees. Graph 2, neither. Graph 3, perpendicular. How do you know it's 90 degrees? It's like the corner, right? It's the corner. And graph 4, parallel. Now, on your Alex assignment today, are you going to have to show any work for me for those? No, I don't even care that you read it out. Excuse me. Anybody know the name of angles that add up to 90 degrees?
Right.
A right angle is 90 degrees, but that's a single angle. Max? Ooh, close. That's the other one. That's 180. Very good. Complementary. Complementary angles are more than one angle. We usually work with two that add up to be 90 degrees. And as Max mentioned, supplementary angles are ones that add up to 180. Now, if they add up to 90, they're going to form that corner. If they add up to 180, what do they look like? Very good. They end up forming a straight line, 180 degrees. So they're going to ask us simple questions today like, okay, an angle measures 33 degrees. What's the measure of its complement? Well, its complement, how many degrees together do they have? Complement, how many degrees together? 90. Now, here's where people are going to get annoyed, but I'm going to tell you it's going to help you with the back. Okay? You have to write an equation for this. It's a simple equation. 33, because that's the angle I know, plus another angle I don't know, I always call it x. They add together to give me 90. Go back to chapter 2. If I want to solve for x, I need to subtract 33. X equals 57. I know this is annoying. This counts as work, though. Okay? So part B says an angle measures 87. What's the measure of its supplement? Supplement they add to equal 180. What do I start with? 87 plus my unknown x equals 180. To solve for x, minus 87. X equals how many? 93. Okay? Pretty straightforward on that. Here's where I'm going to give you a small curveball. They rolled with it really well this morning, though. In this figure, in this picture, the measure of angle 1, M right here just means measure. The measure of angle 1 is x plus 46, and the measure of angle 2 is 3x. They want us to write an equation to find x. You'll use an equal sign in your answer. And then part B is to find the degree measure of each angle. Okay? Tell me something that you see in that picture that they never talked about in the directions, Kayleigh Ann. And very good. I was just going to say, and what does that mean? They drew a little box in the corner, which means my angles form 90 degrees. So technically, angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 90 degrees. But my question is, what's angle 1? Very good. So I replace angle 1 with x plus 46 plus, what's angle 2? 3x equals 90. Does everybody see where he got that information from? Right up here. Angle 1 is x plus 46, so he swapped it out. And angle 2 is x plus 3, so he swapped that out. That is your answer to part A. X plus 46 plus 3x equals 90. You're writing me the equation. You're telling Alex, here's my setup. Here's how I started. Okay. Now I go back, chapter 2. How do I solve that equation? Before you subtract 40x, say it again. Combine your like terms, right? Because they're on the same side. X and 3x would really give me 4x plus 46 equals 90. Now I subtract 46. 4x equals, say it again, 44. Then divide by 4. X equals 11. Now here's the deal. That is not your answer. Nowhere up there does it say, find me the value of x. And you're like, great, Miss Hoff. You just made us do all this work and it's not even what we're trying to do. But we need it because they want to know what is angle 1 and what is angle 2. We need to plug it in. Very good. They tell us up top the measure of angle 1 is x plus 46. What did you guys just tell me angle 1 was? Or sorry, what did you just tell me x was? 11 plus 46 is 57. So the measure of angle 1 is 57 degrees. Measure of angle 2 is 3x. X is 11. So 3 times 11 is 33. Anybody tell me a way that I could double check my work? Kayleigh? And what should they equal? Very good. Double checks that you actually know the value of x, but it also double checks that you didn't plug it in incorrectly. Okay? All right. In the figure below, the measure of angle 1 is 5x, and the measure of angle 2 is x minus 24. Find the angle measures. What's different about this problem than the last problem? It's 180 instead of 90. So really, the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 equals 180 degrees because it makes a perfect line here, not the 90 degrees with the box. So we look at our directions. What's angle 1? 5x plus, what's angle 2? X minus 24. You do not need the parentheses. You do not need the parentheses. Isaac, I'm going to put you on mute just to make sure everybody else is awake, and Kayleigh Ann, and Max. What's my next step? Add your x's together. 5x plus x is 6x minus 24 equals 180. Very good. Add 24 to the other side. 6x equals 204. Then is 34. Is 34 my answer? No. What did we say angle 1 was? 5x. So I need to plug it in, right? 5 times 34. 170. The measure of angle 2 is x minus 24. What is x again? So 34 minus 24 is 10. Now hold on a second. Kayleigh Ann told us we could double check our last problem. We added them together and we got 90 and we were right. We add these together, they don't get 90. It should be 180 because they form a straight angle or a straight line. Okay. On those first ones where you're just identifying parallel, perpendicular, neither, you're not going to have any work to show me. Okay. Couple of things. If you cannot get your internet to connect, let me help you. If your battery is low, it's not going to work. But you cannot move around the room. I have to know where your seating chart is. So there's a power strip that's up here, and there's a power strip in the back. If your computer is dead, we'll have to plug it in. When you get done, I'm going to have you do a restart. Yes, I know some of you are like, I've restarted 7 times today. But there's a lot of updates that are going to get pushed out because you haven't been on campus for 10 days. You know what I mean? Every class period, I would do a restart. It seems annoying, but it will help your computer run smoother. People that said after about 8 restarts today, it finally was a lot quicker. Well, it was 10 school days, wasn't it?
Really fast, but it didn't.
It was how many days?
It was like a lot of days.
You thought it felt like 4?